Join over 500 franchisors and 50,000 plus verified buyers on the 15th and 16th of July at Hall number 5, Pragati Maidan, Delhi. For 2 days, on 15th and 16th July, Franchise India 2023 will be home for franchisors, franchisees, and the startup community. So come be a part of this Mega Franchise Expo 2023. You know the process of reservation, but again, you can reserve your entry now on the link shared on the screen, and chat box also at the same will be shared with you on your registered email IDs. So hurry up and book your slot. So you all know we appreciate your participation in our webinars because we are doing it on everyday basis. And you understand the main aim of these webinars are to provide you the business information opportunities you have with Franchise India and the brands. Also in this live webinar, we connect you with the brands directly and let you explore this platform to answer your queries. We hope you will learn new things and have a great session with us. So to keep this webinar more interactive, please keep sharing your queries, views, and advices. If you have any questions during the webinar, please type them into the chat window. We'll address them during the Q&A. So we hope that you will feel more comfortable and confident with the brands by the end of our time together. With this, I would like to welcome our panelists today. From our team, we have Mr. Vinay Verma, Vice President, Brand Servicing of Franchise India. So as you know that our today's webinar is based on the opportunities we have with South region. So the brands we're gonna cover are the brands which are based out of South part, also looking the expansion pan-India basis and South itself. With this, I would like to welcome our first brand, which is DIYA Robotics, which means Do It Yourself Academy, which is a 21st century skills through future technology-based education academy with international recognitions. Today, we have Mr. Uday Shankar, founder president of DIYA Robotics, with us to tell you more about the brand and franchise opportunities available in market. Udayji, first of all, I would like to welcome you on our panelist part. And I would want to request you to please share some insights and some put some light on the brand itself, as well as the franchise opportunities you have for our partners and the investors. Over to you, Udayji.
Thank you very much. So friends, if I go to the brand straight away, I would like to share a small video with all of you to understand what we do as a company better.
Are you a parent concerned about your child's future? Or do you wonder if your child is ready for the future? Well, being future ready starts here. Do It Yourself Academy, DIA, is about shaping students with the skills to solve day-to-day problems using technology. We introduce your child to the world of active learning, which allows him or her to observe, question, and create solutions independently. That's the future your child is heading into. With hands-on learning in over 10 diverse domains of robotics, your child learns everything from building smaller versions of washing machines, robots that can clean our homes, to drones that can deliver food. Moreover, the practical approach of learning not only focuses on the technical skills of your child, but also essential life skills such as creativity, communication, and collaboration, thereby enabling holistic development of your child. With multiple awards, recognitions, and international certifications from the UK, USA, Singapore, and Australia, we are currently impacting children in more than 10 countries. We also hold the world record for enabling the maximum number of children in the foundation of AI in a single session. Our footprint continues to grow across the globe as we enable more children to become critical thinkers and problem solvers of today's world as well as tomorrow's. So worry no more about your child and empower him or her to create the future for all of us.
So that was a small intro about what DIA is, what we do. So DIA, as you all heard, stands for Do It Yourself Academy. We enable children to learn the practical way, that is learning by doing. And as a company, we focus on three major parameters, which is international certification, being industry oriented, and how we can develop a holistic way. So to share with you how we started, We actually started as a small community, a non-profit community, where we're teaching children in government schools and orphanages, completely free of cost as volunteers. But then these children surprised us by winning national level first place in a robotics contest held in IIT Madras, competing with the top private schools in the country. So that is when we understood that doing something different in an innovative way, which could help children at large. And that is how DIA was born from this humble beginning. And today we're impacting thousands of children across the country. So robotics education as a whole is very essential for the future because as we can see, India is starting to become the startup center of the world and with more and more demand for talent that has the right foundation. And we are preparing our children for that future. So the is all about making children future ready. We've created our own style, our own pedagogy of teaching called as exploration, which is technology, exploration, and innovation. The main purpose of DIA is that we should be a very partner, what we call as a franchisee. We call it as a partner because we've designed a business model in such a way that only if our franchise partner makes money, we make money. And second thing, what we've done in DIA is we've made sure it's a completely technology driven and technology enabled business so that we have the complete cycle, which is scalable. And the best part about education is education in robotics is going at about 15% increase year on year. And the survey says after food, we spend more for education. So the vision with DIA is we're looking to expand to 100 plus countries and make sure that we build a compassionate global education leader. So coming to what are the different verticals in DIA. The first and foremost is a franchising division. The second, we have a B2B2C, wherein we tie up with the schools and offer robotics as a subject in the schools, or the school requests, we offer it as a club activity. And third, what we have is a B2C, where we have our after school learning centers where children come and learn from us, or our teachers go to the child's house and teach. These are the three major verticals for us. Coming to our achievements, we hold the world record. We currently with more than 100 plus institutions and more than 30,000 children benefit from us and they're present in more than 10 countries and companies like Intel trust us for their CSR initiatives. The first vertical when it comes to the business part is our B2B2C, which is the institutional division. So starting from year-long co-curricular, extracurricular, short-term workshops, and we also have models because right now the national education policy says that children need to have coding in the curriculum. So we even train the school teachers and we have options for taking children overseas to UK, Singapore, Malaysia, and Australia. And we also have online programs for some very specific schools. They say that we want only online. So coming to what it is in terms of achievements in the B2C space. So we offer one-to-one, we offer small groups, and we also offer home-based education when it comes to retail. So the achievement, what we've done in this particular space is we have enough curriculum to engage a child for up to 8 years after they join. For example, let us say a child is joining in second standard or third standard. We have enough content and curriculum to teach the child for the next 8 years. And more importantly, as of date, we have achieved a retention of 5 years. So a child who joined us 5 years back is still with us. And this particular model we present in more than 10 countries. So the main uniqueness of our company is, first and foremost, it is consistent and measured teaching with our LMS and software platforms. The curriculum is designed by an expert panel whose combined experience is more than 100 years. And we have a support system in place, be it the school or be it the parent, we address it on priority. And all our courses are internationally certified. So when a child completes a course with us, they get foreign certification. These are certifications what we have. And not just robotics. So robotics is just the high level. When you go deep into, these are 10 different domains in which we take up one domain every year. And in 10 years, we teach 10 different domains. So we design and manufacture our own products. We're a Make in India company. And we even export our products internationally. So you can be assured of the quality of the products. And these are the foreign programs where children go overseas for 1 week up to 2 weeks. These are kind of lab setups that we have done. So coming to the business part, the first and foremost opportunity what we have is a regional partner, which is the master franchise. The master franchise is the franchise for an entire state. So as part of this, we'll be able to appoint city franchisees and sub-city franchisees and after school centers also. The investment would be rupees 15 lakhs plus taxes, in which 10 lakhs would be for the first year and next 2 years, 2 lakhs each, and equipment cost would be 1 lakh. So after 3 years, there is no other investment other than the brand royalty, which you would be paying. So as a regional partner, what you would stand to make is, first and foremost, you'll be having 50% of the franchise fee paid by every franchisee under you. And whatever royalty DIA earns from any franchise or any school, 15% of the royalty will come to the regional partner. And here we also give the option to customize different models and courses. The second opportunity what we have is an implementation partner, what we call as an area franchise. Now, to give you an example, let us take Chennai as an example. So in Chennai, we divide Chennai into East, West, North, and South. So an implementation partner will have exclusive access to any one particular zone, either North or West or East, like that. So whatever happens in that particular zone, be it school programs or after school programs, the revenue or the billing and the everything will happen to the implementation partner only. So the investment for this is rupees 5 lakhs plus taxes, and 70% of the total business that is done in the zone of the IP belongs to the IP, and 10% of the after school business done by the franchisee under the IP will come to the IP. So next, what we have is our after school model, what we call as an after school activity partner. So we've all seen Abacus, such programs where children come to a center and learn. So this is a similar concept where we have an after school robotics center. And here, starting from age 7 years till age 15 years, we have different courses. So children come to a center once a week and they learn. The pricing is anywhere between per month 2,500 to 4,000 based on the kind of program what the partner is looking for. So 60% of the total billing will come to our after school activity partner. And we also have the chance for our ASAP to go to the school within their pin codes. So here, when it comes to an after school center, we give exclusivity to certain pin codes, which falls within a radius of 2.5 kilometers. So we have exclusive rights for that particular region. So within that, whatever school comes, you have the freedom to approach those schools as well. So the investment is about rupees 2 lakhs, which is the franchise fee, and rupees 1 lakh will be for the robotic kits. The best part about all our models is, so there's a very good chance that you have anywhere between 100 to 150% ROI within 12 months. So within 12 months, you can get back your investment. And the best part about the complete robotics business model is, number one, there is no expiry. So there's no robotics will not get spoiled. Number two, there's no dead stock. And number three, it is a consistently growing business. So education, always the first year is the toughest. And from second year onwards, it goes through reference. Now, let us say the IP and the ASAP want to go to schools that is not in their particular zone. We let them be our outreach partner. So as an outreach partner, you have the opportunity to visit schools outside your designated zone. You can build the business from there also. So we have a structured process starting from onboarding, supporting it with school visits, training, and end-to-end guidance we provide. So how we look at this is, you will be the face of DIA in your particular zone. So we will be a technology partner. And everywhere, as you can see, we work on a purely revenue sharing model so that only when you make business, you earn, we also earn along with you. It's a win-win business model. So these are the different models what we have for schools, which is an end-to-end complete ownership from DIA. This is an after-school model. This is an coding co-curricular and robotics co-curricular. And we also have short-term workshops. These are kind of engagements and schools and workshops, year-long programs we have done. And this is our immersion program. We have taken children to Malaysia this year. So next year will be a different country. So like that, every year, it's something new for children. Some of the schools we have partnered with. This is one of our success stories. So I'm sure this looks very difficult, but A group of 6 girls have built this in 6 months with our support. And today, this robot is a receptionist in their particular school. So, if you give the right foundation for our children, very few things and almost nothing is impossible. So, this is how our after school center looks like. This is the markup. This is the actual center. This is our child who's working on his project and presenting. These are the awards what we have won. And what makes us most happy is when children say, as you can see, this particular child is telling Dia is the best. So this is our home-based model. Of this also, we get this. This is the best technology award. And these are sessions where we have experts from across the world interact with the students, giving them the international exposure. This is our team. So myself and Ms. Latika, we co-founded this. These are some of our advisors from industry, some of our breast moments, press releases. So why Dia? So first and foremost, it is a very reasonable investment. Second is assured returns. Third, you can do your business in your planned schedules. For example, let's just say any one day you don't want to work, you can choose not to work. So you have that freedom. That is what coming with your business. It's a proven business model. We've been doing this since 2013, 10 years into the business. And we have amongst the fastest ROI in the business segment. So which makes sure that your investment is safe. And this is a technology-driven business. And when it comes to the consequent years, we can assure you that your profits will really grow multifold. Thank you so much for your patient listening. Over to Neha for Q&A.
Thank you so much, Udayji. Thanks a lot. I personally liked the brand, your brand itself, and the concept you are coming up with. It's really wonderful. The approach you have is really beautiful. So we do have some questions which I'm going to take up. So the first question is asked by Mr. Vivek. How do you ensure that the quality of the courses is better than the competition?
Wonderful. So to make the quality of courses, or how we have to understand that is, there are two things. One, the quality of the kit. Two, quality of the content. Now, when it comes to the quality of the kit, we are controlling the quality because we are manufacturing the kit. So we have complete quality control over that. When it comes to the quality of course content, what we have done is, instead of trying to cramp everything into one particular course and overdo them and make children get scared, we have broken robotics into 10 core domains. So every year we focus on one particular kit, one particular domain, and ensure a child is able to learn more in that particular domain. And second thing, whatever we teach, we map it to a real world example. For example, a child in third standard, they learn how to make a robot that is now a vacuum cleaner in our house. How can that be a wheelchair? So how can that be used in logistics? So like this, with realistic examples, we make our children to build. And secondly, what we also do is, we restrict that one kit cannot be used by more than 3 children. So in that way, we ensure that almost everyone is having the right hands-on experience. And third thing, what we are doing is, we want the children learning not restricted only to the school. Through our LMS, we give a separate login to every child. They can go home and also practice the concepts, revise, try it by themselves, come to the school and try. And the best part is, we give a dedicated mentor to every school. And through this, the child has a chance to come and ask their doubts, stay back, build different projects, go for competitions, and much more. And our certification, it ensures that we have to deliver quality, else we lose the certification. So by this way, we ensure that the certification, the parameters are met, and the child and the parent are assured of the quality what we deliver.
Okay, so there is one more question being asked. Are there any gamification of the courses to make it more engaging to those students? Any examples you can share with us? Do you using any kind of games or the other stuff to make it more exciting and engaging for the students?
So at the moment, we have not done gamification, but we're working towards that. So our current LMS is I would say a traditional LMS. So where we have the step-by-step manuals, textbook materials, videos, and quizzes. So we have not gamified, we don't have a leaderboard, all that is not yet done, but we are working towards that. So primarily being, at this point, we didn't see as a necessity. So step one, our core was to make sure deliver the quality courses, and it takes care of all the basic needs. So gamification comes in when we have to improve the engagement, which is very important. and we're working on that as we talk.
Great. One more question is there. What is the average annual amount per students and what is the year-on-year renewal rate?
I'm sorry.
What is the average annual amount per student? So what is
Okay.
the ticket size basically?
Got it. So when it comes to the institutional business, our ticket size is anywhere between 7 lakhs to 30 lakhs per school. When it comes to the after school segment, so per year, so we charge per month per child basis. So per month, a child in the age 7 to 10 pays 2,500. A child in the age of 10 plus pays 3,000. And our course runs for 9 months and 1 year. So 3 months we lose because of exams and summer holidays. So it is about that into 9 months is the after school pricing what we have. In terms of school, anywhere between 1,000 per child per annum till 7,500 per child per annum. We have different models for the child.
So the charges you are telling us initially, the charges that you mentioned around 700 to 800 and 3,000. These are the monthly charges you have mentioned.
So in school, it is annual. In after school, I share the monthly.
Yeah. So I think the charges are not really high. I mean, the charges are very much, manageable to every class. Like if the person or the students, or I would say the children are from middle class, they can also come. Even
Exactly.
or middle
So that
class
is
can
our
also
thought
come
process.
and they can get this kind of study done for their own kids. So this is something really wonderful. One question I would want to ask: what is our expansion area? The planning for the expansion areas.
So right now, when it comes to the implementation partner and state partner, we are open across India. When it comes to after school, so our immediate focus is in South India and in the metros pan India.
Okay. And what are the criterias we have to finalizing or selecting a location for or the property for these kind of institutes?
So for the state franchise and the city franchise, your existing office is fine unless you want to open a separate center. But if you're opening an after school center, we recommend that we don't take any separate place. So our model, we've always been franchisee friendly and we don't want the franchisee to burn money. So for a franchise startup business, always the biggest cost what we've seen for a center is the real estate cost, advance, rental, and all that takes up huge money. So our strong recommendation is that we do not want them to take any exclusive place at all, no exclusive place. So our input is we go to a play school in that particular area and we take only one room on the rent from that play school. So what happens is within 5 to 10,000, we get our real estate started and the risk is very, very small. And where we have designed all our interiors is, suppose we set up in one place and we have to move also, our loss will be very, very less. So area required is hardly 200 square feet to 300 square feet, which is one room in existing play school. We don't take any separate establishments.
This is something really wonderful about the model. One more question I would like to take up. Who are your major competitors and you have any USP against them?
So see, being robotics education, being on the trend, there are about 10 to 15, I would say, good competitors. So when it comes to USP, the first and foremost thing what I would talk about is our international certification.
Mhm.
And second, we're the only company in India focusing on 10 different domains. And third USP is our flexibility. So when coming to a school, we have budget starting from 1,000 rupees to 7,500 rupees. We're able to customize for the school. The fourth USP what we have is our international immersion programs where we take children globally. This is our own program. We don't buy it from somebody and resell. Something we created by ourselves. And the fifth USP what we have is international experts. So amongst very few companies that bring in foreign experts year on year and conduct webinars. And we have both online and offline regular competitions happening throughout the year.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much, Vinay. Vinay ji, if you have any question, please you can put up the questions.
Yes, hi Udayji.
Hi, Vinay.
Okay, I have a couple of questions. I was just, I was just hearing you out speaking something about coding.
Okay, great.
So coding is that an integral part of the your entire plan, or is it a separate? I mean, just like Whitehead Junior or something?
Right. So to be very honest, when you learn robotics, coding becomes a part of it. That is the truth. Now, for business purpose, what many companies have done is they have shown robotics as separate and coding as separate. They've shown it as two different things. But actually, there cannot be robotics without coding. So coding is nothing but you tell the robot what to do.
What to
So
do?
when you learn robotics, you have to do coding. But if a school says, I want coding only, then we offer coding only through different software platforms. But when the school says, I want robotics, coding is already part of it by default.
Okay. What are the charges for coding kind of thing? I mean, as compared to Whitehead Junior, I mean, which is a,
Right.
coding.
So based on the number of months of course, Whitehead Junior was charging anywhere between 25,000 to 1.5 lakhs. That was the charges from Whitehead Junior.
That was a B2C model.
That was the B2C model.
In
In
B2B, it
the
was very less.
B2B
Yes.
model, they were charging 7,000 per annum. So where we are at is we are at anywhere between 1,000 rupees to 2,500 rupees for coding in
Per
the
annum.
B2B space
Per
per
annum.
annum.
What is the minimum
Per
number
annum.
of students required in this case?
So the school gives us anywhere between 300 to 1,000 children.
That's what.
So in a school gives us 100 children, we're able to customize a different pricing for them. In the B2C model, like I already shared, we're charging around 2,500 per month with a minimum 3 months for the course. So if you see, it is about 7,500 versus 25,000.
I got it. I've been associated with Whitehead Junior, for quite long time. So I understand the B2B model. The prices were relatively very high as compared to what
Right,
you're
Manish.
selling, right? So even the minimum deal was 2,500 rupees, not lesser than that at any cost. There's a minimum.
Right.
And it's just wanted to understand geographies you already answered. So the capital cities of of a state are they a target audience by any chance?
I'm sorry.
The capital cities of all the states,
Correct.
are they our target audience by any chance?
Absolutely.
For example, to give an example, Dehradun, right, which is called as a
Dehradun.
city of schools, right?
Exactly. It's a
In
brilliant
such a
market.
such a small place,
It's small,
you
but
have
very
more
concentrated.
you have more than 300 schools, top prominent, and number
Top
of schools
schools.
is
Among the
uh,
topmost schools.
all the Vellams and Woodstock and whatnot. You have all these things. So, have you ever approached them, all these residential schools?
No. So as you know, our office is based in Chennai and we have a strong presence only in South India. We've been to Delhi, we've been to Kolkata, and our modus for reaching outside the South has always been through franchisees only. Because when it comes to school business, local presence is very, very important because visits, service, all that is essential. So we definitely look forward to franchise in that particular zone. So like you rightly said, it's a very wonderful place to build the business.
Sure. And if you can just in a nutshell, you can tell me the area requirement, of your master franchisee and area franchisee, and that if you can just quickly tell me that.
So for a master franchise or a state franchise, looking only for people who are into existing education business.
Okay.
So it is not for new people, state franchise. So it should already be in education business providing services to schools. Only they are eligible for the state franchise. So in that case, they already have an existing office setup. That is more than enough. No additional space is required. They just have to add our board and a demo room to their existing office.
For
So
master franchisee and the area franchisee, right?
Master, area and unit. Area franchise is a city or a zonal franchise. For example, one part of a city is what they get. Even in their case, to start with, they don't have to have an office for themselves. They can start by taking a co-working space, 1 or 2 seater, and build from there. Because when it comes to the area franchise, the children are not coming to us. One school will never come to our office. We only go to the school.
Yes, yes.
So we don't need a separate office. In all our models, what we're trying to do is we're trying to reduce the monthly expenses as much as possible so that the franchisee can make profit faster. And our vision is zero income, there should be zero expense.
Perfect.
We should not burn money.
Makes sense. So you're saying that one last question, and then I'm done with my questions. So area franchising and master franchises, they have to have they should be into the education business, right?
No, only for master franchise.
Only for
Area
market.
franchise, we are open. So
Open.
area franchise, we look mainly for that hunger, that passion to do something education, and they should be full time in the business. So we don't want say so the ideal person what we've had in the past is somebody who's been in IT or corporate sales. They want to leave the job and start their own business. So that is the perfect profile what we're looking for, because there the hunger is there to do their own business and prior experience of handling people is there. That is the ideal what we're looking for area franchise. So if they already have education business, it's a plus, but that is not a mandatory thing. For master franchise, existing education business is a must.
Suppose there
And
is a
for
school.
the
Sorry.
which is in the school business, correct?
Suppose there is a school, right? And the owner says
Hmm.
that I want to get into I want to take at the, I want to go with the master franchisee. Will you be open to that?
So we would like to talk to the school owner first, understand how much of time and what their vision is. And then based on the discussion with them, then we will decide.
I'll connect with you separately on this.
Sure, sir, please.
Thank you. I'm done.
Thank
Thank
you
you
very
so
much.
much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
And
you.
when it comes to unit franchise, which is the after school center, so somebody who's already having a play school or somebody who's taken a maternity break and wants to get back into doing something on their own. So typically a woman prior experience, taken a maternity break, or somebody who's already running a play school and after school center would be the perfect person for taking this center.
Perfect, sir. Got it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
I
you very
would
much.
want to ask one question from you. As you did mention about master franchisee, that you have to have someone from the similar kind of background and experience, then only you can allow them to go for the master franchisee. And in unit franchisee, you don't have this kind of condition. If a person is from a different kind of background or from any background, that person can come for the unit franchisee and you can give the franchisee to that person. So what about the training part, and what about the support? What all support you're providing to the franchise partner? That I would want you to just explain a bit if you can.
Sure. So the first thing what we have is a product training. Then we have sales training. So these two happen by default. So initially in the first set of visits with the school, after the sales training happens in Chennai in our office, first set of visits, we do it along with the franchise partner, because no training can be better than on-job training. So they come along with us. So sorry, we go along with them. We present on their behalf, a couple of calls like that, and then they understand the business. Then they can do it on their own. When it comes to the after school part and even the implementation partner part, all the sales collaterals, brochures, all the designs. So wherever the need support, we are there. When it comes to training the trainer, so we do both online training as well as training at Chennai. So whatever the partners and the mentor is open to. So ideally, our franchisee themselves don't have to learn robotics. They only have to learn some basic high-level learning for the demonstration and those. So they will be appointing trainers under them whom we will teach. And suppose the trainer is leaving the job and going, we'll train the other person also. Because usual attrition is 1 year, 2 year, there will be attrition. So when that happens, we do consistent training whenever it is required.
And how much time this entire procedure takes? Let's say if someone is signing an LOI, so after that, how much time it takes to get it started in a proper manner?
See, ideally, when LOA is signed and once the advances are in, so we dispatch the kits within 1 week, the sales kit, demo kit, everything within 1 week we dispatch. And then it all depends on our partner when they want to come to Chennai for the training part. So once they come for training, training is hardly 2 to 4 days. Then after that, then they go back, they start setting up appointments with the schools. And then once they fix 3 to 5 appointments, we fly down to that particular place and we join them for the calls.
And you're providing them any kind of marketing support as well?
So normally what we do is we do annual events, at least 4 or 5 for schools to promote the business. So whatever leads we get in that particular zone, we give it to them. So whatever business happens in their zone is theirs. We don't do any direct business. Now suppose let's say we get a franchise in Mysore, for example, that we already have some existing business. So that business also we give it to them. So we don't do any business directly once the franchise is appointed.
Perfect, perfect. All right, Deji, thank you so much. Thanks a lot. I loved the concept and the models you have. The project itself, the brand itself is wonderful because the kind of concepts you are coming up with technology, inclusive of the technology, coding, and everything. You're starting from the very initial stage, which is anyways going to be, helpful for a kid and for a teenage or even in a young age. So it's going to help a person in any kind of age group. So I loved it personally also, and I'm sure the people and the participants who are there already, they liked and understood the brand itself. So thanks a lot. Thanks for your time here.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your patient listening. Have a great week ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you
So
so
with
much.
this, I would like to move forward with my next brand. So today, our second brand we have is our retail fashion brand, Hyderabad-based retail fashion brand. The name is Oko Kaka. We do have Mr. Ashish Reddy, director at Oko Kaka brand. Ashish ji, first of all, I would like to welcome you on our panelist, and I would want to request you to please give us the brief about brand as well as franchise opportunities we have with your brand in India. Over to you, Ashish ji.
Yeah. Good evening, Neha ji and Vinay ji also. I hope everybody is good at your end.
Definitely, sir.
Yeah. So I'll just directly come to the point of the brand. So we are a brand from Hyderabad, Telangana. We are a high street fashion brand where we have been backed by our founder, who is a designer from California, who's been there with the Levi's brand in the headquarters of Levi's. We are backed with him, and we have our financial team. So what I'll do is I'll just share my screen so that it'll be easy for me also to explain things to you.
Guys, meanwhile, I would like to mention, as I can see, multiple hands are raised by participants, and our process is something else. I keep reminding you, if you have any queries, please write in Q&A box so that we can take up the questions. If you keep raising your hands, I won't be able to understand what is your question. For that, you'll have to write down in Q&A box so that we can take up question after the presentations. So whatever question you have, or to keep it more interactive, write your questions, keep writing your questions so that we cannot cover all the questions, but we'll try to cover the maximum questions at the end of the presentations.
I guess there is some problem from my end only. I'm not able to do it. Just a minute.
Okay, let me try this. I do have your presentation. I'll try to open
Yeah,
it.
please.
Yes, Neha, try to do it.
I'll go. Meanwhile, if you can just brief verbally few things.
Yeah. Sorry. So we are back with our founder, who is a designer from, he's been into designing since 2012. So, and he is born, brought up in Hyderabad, and our brand, which is purely from Telangana, represents our lifestyle too. Wherein the Telangana lifestyle, where our brand itself tells that it's a Uko Kaka. That means let's be on a different note of the casual note in all. So our vision regarding the brand is to have at least, taking our population into a consideration, our designs are always from a brand stage. It is from 19 to 39-year-old wearing brand, wherein our products are designed on that way. And our philosophy regarding the brand, what we have done is that bare minimum for the denim or a bare minimum for a shirt, and the pricing what we are giving to the market is our very own USP, wherein our brands have a great competition in the market. Our brand competes with to be precisely telling you, if I'm not wrong in taking the other brand's name, that is Jack and Jones. That is we have Basics, we have Being Human. They are our biggest competitors, what we think as right now at present stage. Yeah, ma'am, if this is possible, you can please slide up, so it will be easy for me also to.
Sure.
Yeah.
You want me to stop on this slide?
No, please go on. This is the market, retail share market, wherein the opportunity of an apparel brand, where it can, please. Yeah. Next. Yeah, just this prism, ma'am. This prism would be a good economically. Yeah. So these are the different brands wherein they are placed at the segment, the MRP segments, wherein we fall into the mid range of our and our economic range, wherein our pricing and the quality of the product which we are giving it to the market is on a different scale, because our core strength of the product is denims. Because Mr. Srikanth, who is also a co-promoter with me, is an expert in washing. We also have our washing unit by our own, which can almost produce around 17,000 denims per month on a washing note basis, 17,000 to 18,000 per month. A denim can be bleached, a denim can be on a different, and I can precisely tell you that there are around 108 styles what we are coming up with in denim, only in denims. Yeah, ma'am. Next slide, please.
Sure.
Yeah, this I've been telling you. The next one. This I've introduced regarding the brand. Next one. Next one, please. Next. Yeah, this one, the quality control. Our production is basically down south, and we have around 5-member quality check team, wherein each and every product is correctly checked. Then only the process and the cutting and the thread, the buttons, we even check on the buttons also. And we don't want to compromise on the quality, so that it does not give a bad impact for a person who is wanting it to wear each and every time. So we just want to build the trust where our brand can be worn by each and every person who is enthusiastically wanting to wear our product. Yeah, ma'am. Next slide would, yeah.
You want me to change the slide?
No, just a minute, ma'am. This is okay. Yeah, next slide would go full. Yeah, just a minute, ma'am. This one. So our product mix strategy is like, the specialty is it's totally a street fashion brand, wherein street fashion means, or to tell you that it's like the fashion which is being changing on day-to-day basis. And we also have impulse buying products, that is a 3-pack shirt, a cotton boxers and all. And we also put our product range from seasonal products like plains are our core product, plains and few checks, which are always being wanted. What market we are at today's stage, the core products of our brand are plains and the print quality is our core strength. Ma'am, next slide, please, if you don't mind. Yeah. If next slide, no? Yeah. If I can directly propose onto the financial, the franchisee modules, yeah, this would, yeah. We are operating with 3 different franchisee operations. That is franchisee modules, a COCO, FOFO, FICO, and FOFO. FOFO is on 2 different styles. For Southern India, we are planning a single unit, multi-unit. And for master franchisee, we are looking for Bangalore and Chennai, and pan-India operations. Pan-India, we are slowly planning to get into pan-Indian operations of metropolitan cities only. So I would like to explain these modules, which is COCO will be AP and Telangana. Okay. Ma'am, next slide, please. If there is an, yeah. Yeah. So let's take an example of our bare minimum requirement of square feet for a store to be established would be around 600 SFT, wherein our product range, we can tell you that an per SFT, 3 garments would do good. That is 600 means it will be around 1800 garments placed on the store. So for FOFO model, that is franchisee owned and franchisee operated, this is what the example, the investment which is done is by the franchisees. And yeah, for an example, let's take a franchisee, brand franchisee would be around 24 lakhs. That's around, sorry, just a minute. I have some confusion. Yeah, around the brand fees would be around 2.5 lakh, and then a bare minimum of 600 SFT would cost would have a 1800 units, that would be costing us around like a deposit against the product will be around 14 to 15 lakh rupees on a page. And then we would be having an inventory cost like I mean to say the infrastructure cost would be around 10 lakhs. So that would be costing us around 26 lakhs, wherein 2 lakh 2.5 would be our branding fee for a FOFO model. For a FICO model, wherein it's if the company, the person who is wanting to get into a FICO model, who is a property owner, if he is into a property owner, that would be also a good source of income for him if he's a property owner, wherein he can get his good minimal expenses can be reduced on the FICO model. Yeah. Then we have FOGO model, which is an investor who will be franchisee. It will be a franchisee owned and a company operated. There, wherein the revenue sharing model can be operated there, wherein the total sales we would be handing over at around 9 to 10% upon the total sales, the net sales. I mean to say net sales of the brand per month. Yeah. Next one, please.
You want me to stop on the slide?
So just a minute. These are the glimpse of our stores. If people are just
Visual
willing
is
to,
there,
just as
engagement is there, right?
yeah, yeah. 5 second stop can be there. You can get on to the next slide now.
Right.
So our plan is this. First, we'll be getting into Karnataka, that is Bangalore, and then a Chennai-based brand, wherein we firstly thought of master franchisee coming from Bangalore and Chennai, wherein our major production happens in Bangalore, and the hub for a good party culture, and our product can be majorly used at Bangalore station, wherein we thought it would be a good option for us if we can start with Bangalore. And we are also open for AP and Telangana on a unit franchisee module and a multi franchisee module too. Now, next slide. So an ideal partner profile for the brand, what we are looking at is like, it would be if somebody who is from the garment industry. I mean, if he's already owning few garment stores and other brand stores, wherein he has a good knowledge of what is required at that present location, wherein the public, they require few fashion, they have few fashion senses on their own, and they would be wanting few brands to just produce that, and our brand is totally upon filling the gaps, wherein we make everything available for people which are between the gaps, like where few brands only produce formals, where few brands only produce party wear, where few brands only produce the semi formals. But we are not like that. We are just we as a brand are coming up with just filling the gaps, like each and every product, like formal shirt has a little bit design on it, so that it does not have a semi-formal look nor a formal look. It can be worn to a party. We as a brand are coming up with a total party wear concept, wherein our trousers can be at a very stretchable level, wherein we are having a brand shoot happening in Bombay with a UFC champion, wherein his flexibility is very high. The denim also will be used for in that shoot, so that we will know the strength of our denim, wherein at what range a person can be using it. Next slide, ma'am. So these are the support systems what we'll be doing from the brand. The total end-to-end brand support will be the support will be given by the brand. A pre-opening, that is, we have we'll be having our own site developers, site engineers. I mean to say the location agents. We'll be also giving you our pre selected person for the furniture. We will be giving you a marketing support, and online, offline, both marketing support will be done by the brand, and training programs will be held for the persons who are being selected by the franchisees for their stores or maintenance or whatever is being there. We'll giving them a 1 week support from brand regarding the training session regarding the IT, as well as the placement of the cloth, and get to know what the brand really wants to portray out to the market. So marketing will be done on EOSS promotional event schemes will be done. And then digital, yeah, this is all, these points are all covered now. Next slide, please. Yeah. I would want the youngsters and as well as youngsters with good positive mind and our next generation people to join hands with us, so that it will be a synergy for us to make clothing very comfortable for each and every person from the age group between. I just don't want to put an age group for that, but it should be worn by I want everybody to wear our brand totally. Yeah, next slide, ma'am. So this is our team. Srikanth Kondapi is our founder. Mr. Shravan Kumar Nimani is our financial and chief legal advisor. Satya Reddy is our chief experience officer. He'll be guiding us regarding the operations, regarding the sales and all other aspects. Ashish Reddy, am the director of the company. Damini Nanduri is our creative digital marketing person. Mr. NSS Prasad is our mentor. And Mr. Karthik Keshav Patnam is our chief technology partner. Yeah. Next slide. And this would be our new logo has been designed actually. So this would be our brand logo. Thank you. Thank you. If anybody has few questions, I would like to answer them.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Ashish. The details you have shared are very insightful and I'm sure useful for the participants and for us also. And I would want to ask you a few questions. Like I want to start with few things. Do you provide any kind of training also to the staff which is going to be hired from the side of franchise partners? Because you must have some SOPs which you want to set. Or
yes, ma'am. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, please complete. Please complete.
So I just want to know, do you have any kind of training which you provide to the people, the franchise partners recruit, or you help in the recruitment also?
Yes, ma'am. We do. If we also give training to the for the franchisee partner who is being nominated, the employee who is being nominated for the franchisee. We also train him. We give him a 1 week training regarding the product knowledge, the IT regarding IT, like that. That's the software technology what we'll be using it, and we'll also give them a good skills for them to present in front of the customer also.
Okay, and one thing you did mention about the expansion area wherein the south is majorly focused. Are you open
Correct.
for north also?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We are also open for north, but whatever we were looking at on the first stages was Bangalore. The presentation was prepared in March or April month. Now we have opened our plans to expand it pan India. Wherever we are finding it, wherever we find our brand can have a placement, we will definitely be there.
And what kind of locations we are focusing on?
Ma'am, the location would be a metropolitan location wherein people can understand the brand. People can also think that this brand is not only for a elite club. This brand should also be available for each and every person.
Yes, because I was going through with the presentation earlier also, and there were few things which I did notice that this brand is not just a fashion brand, it's more like a reasonable brand also, which is reachable for, I think, for all categories.
Correct.
There's one
Correct,
question
ma'am.
available here in my chat box. Do you have any branch or any outlet in Ballari, Karnataka?
Presently, no, ma'am. We don't have any branches in Karnataka. We don't have any branch. We are only present in AP and Telangana, ma'am.
AP and Telangana. But you are open for Ballari also?
Yes. You're open for Ballari.
Okay. Vinayji, you have some questions. You can please start your questions.
Hi, Ashish.
Hello, Vinayji. Hello, Vinayji.
How are you doing?
Yeah. I'm all good, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fine. Thank you so much for asking.
Yeah,
So, you're just bear. I'm sorry, I'm having a bad throat today. So, my first question is that what is the meaning of Oko Kaka?
To be precisely telling Uko Kaka means Jara baith ja. It's like sounding just stay back, brother. We would rock with the fashion.
Okay. And what is your cost comparison with other brands? If you can just throw some light on this.
Sir, I didn't get your point, sir. I didn't
I'm
get
saying, what is
your
your
point.
cost? What is your cost comparison with other?
Cost comparison, our average cost would be around, sorry, I would be telling you, our starting price would be around 699, 799, and we have a range up to 3,000, sir, 3K, 3,000 rupees per garment. So our average cart value can be made with a pair of shirt and pant that can also be brought at 3,000, and our pricing range is always on a lower side what is compared to the market.
What is the difference? What is the difference in terms of percentage or,
Percentage would be around 30 to 35% would be market differentiation, sir.
when we say so 35%, it is compared to the top edge bench or the mean medium mode kind of the segment.
Sir, medium, it is always placed in the medium brands. We will always compare it to the medium brands itself. In the medium brands itself, we are placed at that range, a lower level of on the 35% scale also. Like if we can see, I'll just give you a. Yeah, our denim cost with other brand, denim would be costing around 3,000 to 4,000 rupees. Our cost would be around 19 to 2,000 rupees, 1,900 to 2,000 rupees. And we do preferably few washes where G-Star Raw brand sells that at 25,000 rupees also, sir. That we will be able to give it to the market at 3,000 to 3,500 rupees. There are few denims, few shirts, wherein as I've told you that Mr. Srikanth Kondapi, who is also, we also own a washing unit, wherein he can wash a denim into 108 kinds of varieties. A denim from black can be brought into gray. A gray denim can also be brought into a white denim also. With the kind of wash what we can, we'll be able to do it.
Done. I think I'm done with my understanding. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you so much for answering my question, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ashish ji. I think we have conveyed the details and the model and as well as the opportunities with our participant in a well manner. So thanks a lot for your time. Thank you so much, Ashish ji. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So the participants, thank you so much for your time. And I believe that the brand details and insights showed will greatly benefit you to choose the right option for your business plan. Again, I would like to give you a reminder to open the link I have shared in our chat box and register yourself to India's biggest business expo coming up on 15th and 16th July at Pragati Maidan, Delhi. I'm sure you never want to miss this opportunity to meet all the brands under one roof. As you know that 500 plus brands are coming. If your questions were not answered during the live event, we plan to get back to you within the next day or two. Also, you will receive an email on your register mail ID just after this webinar. I request you to share your queries and feedback on our email ID. Also, you can get in touch with us on our hotline number, which is 9717683838. You can directly WhatsApp me on my number also, which is 8800493728. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks a lot. Have